47 counties in 47 months. That's wild. Pretty wild, but worth it. The first thing I thought of, what everybody thinks of, money. It's never enough. Think about it every day.
I was never in this for the money. But it turns out that the money was an absolute necessity for me.
So after months and months of deliberating when, where, how, why, the team and I decided, you know what? Let's just rip off the band-aid and start this project real big, real fast. Because really, there's no such thing as the right time, right place, or right moment. There's really no such thing. It's just an illusion. But anyway, proper planning saves you a lot. I learned that several times. Legitimately still spell out all the alphabets, especially from Q. I don't know whether R comes after S or S comes after R, or is it T, or is it U, is it V? It's all jumbled up. So finding out the numbers ascribed to each county in Kenya, that's extreme sport. That's really extreme sport. So shout out to anyone who knows all the ascribed numbers to all the counties. So much so, if you know them, leave a strong arm emoji in the comment section, and the team and I will figure out what to do for you. Maybe a free lunch or something. You never know. We've seen the travelers in Kenya. They love the Dubais, they love the, Madagascar, the Bora Boras, the Greece, the Santorinis. That's their thing. But I've never really followed anyone who's primarily just focusing on local travel.
If you want to talk to me direct. Don't go through the corners.
And because of that, my knowledge of basically just the counties, what they are about, what the numbers have been ascribed to them, is pretty much nil. But I have to shout out a couple of travelers in Kenya who've done really well, going for activities here and there, showcasing us like what's the beauty of maybe Meru Town. I've seen Meru Town. I've seen shout out to Rain Ruby. Love her content. I love somebody else who I really love. Gonna remember. Just not married now, but definitely I'm going to remember. So the biggest challenge was, where do we start? We have 47 beautiful counties, all with so many offerings that travelers from all over the world, including right here at home, would love to explore. But what's the hardest bit?
I have nothing.
We're here, we're doing it with everybody's opinion and everybody's preferences in play. Most people go for the northern side of Kenya, southern side of Kenya, western side of Kenya, eastern. Others just wanted the capital. And I was like, I've spent so many of my years in the capital. There's no way I want to cover the capital of Kenya. I'm sorry. Please don't roast me for this. But at the end of the day, what we decided is we're going to let fate decide which is the best county to start with in Kenya. And guess what? We went the random way. And the best part is, after randomizing the whole pick, not too shabby. Where did we go? County 006.
We are extremely happy. We are extremely happy. I don't know whether you can define the word extremely.
When I saw it was County 006, first thing was, where is that? Where is County 006? I'm one of those people who thought immediately County 001 is definitely the capital. So after figuring out that Nairobi is actually number 47, that ruined it. That ruined it for me. The whole numbering system just went shambolic. But guess where we're headed? Taita, Taveta. If you knew, or if you know all the counties together with the ascribed numbers, you're a goat. You are a goat.
Yep. Yep. Looking good. What a day. What a day.
Tell you something about booking in advance. It will save you a lot of problems, a lot of logistical problems. We were supposed to leave on 31st of September, so that by 1st of October, we're actually here in the beautiful county, Taita, Taveta. But what happened? Things didn't happen. We ended up booking way late, which made us delay by about a week, because every time we tried booking, the seats are all booked out. They are all booked out. And we weren't doing a flight, we're not doing a drive down, it was a whole SGR. Regardless, I managed to book the SGR seat in time, and it was a good ride, pretty much. It was not a bad ride at all. Basically, if you are the one for comfort, I advise to go for first class. It has much more leg space, you get to be a bit more relaxed. But if you're like me and you're trying to save your coin, go affordable the whole way. I wanted to capitalize on the activities and less on the transport bit is usually not that big of a deal. I just wanted to make it a memorable trip, and the only way to make it memorable is capitalize on the activities. That's where the gem is. That's where the juice is about traveling. It's on what you do, really, not really how you got there. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get there. Whether you take a train ride, whether you're driving down, or whether you're flying out, you will, at the end of the day, get there. So the only difference between maybe I and somebody who flew out, they flew out. But at the same time, we all end up here doing some amazing. So as a budget traveler, I'm putting everything on a shoelace. Everything is on a shoelace budget. Like everything that will eat more or will prevent me from enjoying the actual county, I'm gonna subtract it. For example, traveling all the way to Taita with an SGR economy seats, it's only 700. But if you go first class also with SGR, it's about 2,500. If you weigh it, it doesn't really give you the value that you're looking for, if you're a budget traveler, that is. But if you can afford it, why not? It was a very smooth ride, no hiccups at all. Spotted a few passengers who got into trouble. That was exciting. You're not supposed to bring alcohol on the train. You're just not supposed to. They keep on echoing that over and over and over again. I don't know what happened. They got caught. It was just funny to see. Sorry to them. Hopefully no problems. They didn't experience that much of a problem. But I know the fine. For anyone, families, solo travelers, adventure enthusiasts, that's what you should really be using. Yeah. Got to Voi at about 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. there, and this was after leaving at 3 p.m. Life is all about learning. It's all about learning. You cannot not learn. And it wouldn't be right if I just concluded this video without telling you a few things that I've learned about this first trip, especially the transport bit or the travel bit. So one of the first things that I even said in the beginning of the video is book early. Book early. Don't sleep on yourself. Book early. It will save you on cost, it will save you on inconveniences, it will save you on so much. So don't. Number 2, I don't believe in going cheap, but in this case, go cheap or go home. All this razzmatazz on go big or go home, no, that doesn't work in traveling. It really doesn't, unless that coin is flowing in steadily. But other than that, go cheap or go home. I'm in my era of no compromises at all, especially when it comes to comfort. But I'm telling you, doing 47 counties in 47 months it will have you thinking differently about how you spend that coin and about comfort. What's really comfort, you know? So one thing you should do, go cheap or go home. You have to realize you have other expenses, you do have other bills, and just because you're on the road doesn't mean you don't have bills accruing. It's not really a full-on vacation. You still have to pay this and that, also pay things during your travel. It can get really hectic, so you save that coin any way possible. If you're especially a budget traveler like me, or a digital nomad, or you just love traveling and you love exploring new areas, don't think twice about saving that coin. So go cheap or just stay at home. Number 3, if you're booking an SGR, your seat is not permanent. It is not. Let me tell you something, especially if you're in economy, even first class, you don't have to sit in your seat the whole way. Of course, low key. You don't have to. A little bit of niceness will go a long way. You can just ask nicely for your seatmate if they don't mind moving, of course. If they don't mind moving, if they can switch their seats with your friend, perfect. Great. Most people don't have a problem switching their seats, especially if they're traveling solo. They really don't mind it. Others, maybe you're the one who's going to be asked to move a little bit so that they can accommodate their own group. So if you're a solo traveler, expect somebody here and there to ask you, can you please, if you don't mind, switch your seats with us, or something along those lines. Don't be really surprised about that if you're not from Kenya. If you're from Kenya, you know how it goes. There's no problem with switching seats. It's not like a matatu all. With that said, I'm Wambo the digital nomad, your traveling buddy. Wait for the next video. I have so much in store for you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We're Digital Nomads Kenya on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok. Don't be lost. We are the road less traveled.